What's up, everyone? It's Pierce. Today I'm heading to Holland to celebrate Revelin's 5th year anniversary with them. I did not announce this on my channel, but they have recently added me as a sponsored player. So it's exciting to be able to head down to Holland and meet the whole team. Stay tuned. Let's go. What's your name?
I'm Hugh Davis.
What do you do for Revelin?
I am the founder and CEO.
Nice. What's your duper?
My duper is, I haven't checked in a little bit. The last time I checked, it was like a 4.4, but my best duper ever was a 4.9 about a year ago.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks, Pierce.
Yep. What's your name?
I'm Greta Davis.
And what do you do for Revelin?
I am the co-founder and chief engineer, so I design, I prototype, and I launch all the paddles.
Nice. What's your duper?
I'm not the best one on our team. I'm like a 3.6, but I'm getting better every day.
Nice. Thanks. What's your name?
My name is Rod Ruff.
What do you do here at Revelin?
So I'm the COO of Revelin. I've been here for about 3.5 years.
Nice. Okay. And what's your duper?
So I don't have a duper rating.
Okay. Nice. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then these are some early prototypes we've made things out of potato sacks. We've made things out of bamboo, crazy shapes that look really weird. So this was some of the early days, 6-7 years ago. Paddles with wood and honeycomb. So this is a lot of the stuff we did to figure out, okay, this was sort of the new direction.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's and this was the very first paddle we ever made. Feel how heavy that thing is. 16 ounces. I built that 9 years ago. It was horrible. You don't want to play with it, but it was fun, and I learned a lot.
So where did you start out of? Like just like your garage and?
Yeah, so this material, in college, I was a freshman in college, and we were building a car to get the most miles per gallon.
Okay.
A really small, super lightweight car. It got 3,000 miles per gallon in the competition. So it was like, really hyper, single person, tiny car.
Okay.
3,000 miles per gallon. This material was the roll bar, the roll cage, and the fire cage. The little engine was here, and the passenger was here, and this material helped protect the passenger from the engine, and if the car flipped, it provided the stability for flipping. I borrowed that material after we built the car. We had some extra, and I cut out the first paddle from that. Carbon fiber, foam, epoxy. That was the very first one. But then I started to actually, in my garage, buy new materials, layer them, press them, add epoxy of my own. So all of these were made in my parents' garage, and then I got to here and I started working with aerospace companies, some boat builder companies, and asked them to build it because they had better machinery, better equipment, much more professional, versus my garage where I just had some basic tools. I would put, 2 pieces of metal with some wax on them and put a bunch of bricks on top to press it. Really scrappy.
That's awesome.
But that's how we pressed all these materials together.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that was 8 years ago we built our first prototype here. And then 5 years ago we built these, which became sort of our first product.
That's cool.
So yeah. And now 5 years later we're celebrating our official 5-year anniversary. But 8 years ago is when I built our first prototype.
Okay,
So
right.
we've been working on it a while.
Where'd the name come from?
Yeah, so the name Revelin comes from the words revolutionary and linen, because a lot of our paddles are made out of flax, hemp, volcanic linen, That's what we call these fabrics. They're a composite linen, a high-performance linen.
Okay.
So we wanted to revolutionize sporting goods with composite linen.
Okay.
So we made Revolin as sort of a blend of those two words.
Yeah, nice.
Are these like custom paddles down here?
Yeah. So we've done dozens of custom paddles. Good eye. But like Dinks and Dingers is a local club in the area. Wolverine Pickleball is University. It's not University of Michigan's, but it's right next to University of Michigan. It's just a local club in the area. We've done some interesting color schemes, like 25 limited edition. You might have heard of Chris Craft. It's a boat building company. It's a golf management company, Global Golf. This is our first ever custom paddle, and you can see the logo actually looks a little different compared to the current. That was our simpler first logo that my buddy designed in college, and then we had a professional designer kind of modify it 3 years ago.
That's cool.
So some of the early days. So we can do that. The minimum order is 20. But if you ever know of maybe a friend's business or a nonprofit, we do a lot of these for corporate gifts, maybe a promotional item. Like Chris Craft wanted to put this on their company store. You can buy Chris Craft shirts and mugs and hats, and now you can buy Chris Craft paddles. So sometimes we do that. Sometimes it's a gift for people. So we talked a little bit about how paddles are made out of volcanic rock, that surface. So this is what it starts like. You harvest this. There's fields in Canada, Germany, Russia, China, where you have these volcanoes that spill out this rock. You melt it, you purify it, and then you turn it into a fiber, kind of like a carbon fiber. And then you weave those fibers together, and this is that volcanic fiber linen. So this is that volcanic linen that we use. We put a bunch of layers of this different ways to give you a more powerful elastic bounce from the volcanic rock. And then this is our flax linen that is a really long plant. And you pull out these fibers, and these are the strongest plant fibers in the world. Almost as strong as carbon fiber, but they're really vibration dampening. So you can blend these materials together to get different properties. A lot of this gives you more power, a lot of this gives you more control. Both of them gives you blendedness. So that's the kind of some of our technology under the hood. That's a little bit of the history.
Nice.
I had a great time going down to Revelin's headquarters. Thanks for the invite, Hugh. If you want to check out some of their great paddles, click the link below. Use my code PG15 at checkout. It gives you 15% off and it helps me out. Thanks for watching.